Salah. Because of nothing, nothing less look dark. Give me one no. Halo, halo, sip. Kita lanjut, guys. Terakhir di mana ya? Gue lupa juga terakhir di mana. Cuman oke. Kita di sini. Table. Kita ke Sasau. Tak, sebelum Sasau ada dapat duit gratis guys nih orang. Bacot, let's fight. Iya, ayo. Net. Oh, mati. Wilut, maafin Wilut tuh, lumayan dapet duit gratis. Cabut kita. Kita cabut, maafin, let's go. Gue lupa itu gunanya apa. Alpamel. Oh. How to go to Sasau. Oke. I knew I leave you then, but you never know. Sorry, gue nyanyi. As I will say. Sorry, gue gak make fast travel, cuma buat kebuka map doang. Mau kemana? Stamina jos gandos banget. Gue penasaran ya. Kalau misalkan ini nggak berhasil, karena hostmanship Rider on the Storm. Tuh, gue gak ada lagi. Shit, ternyata gak ada cuy. Kita lanjut. We going Sasau, yeah. Terus di sini. Oh, kita coba race horse gak sih? Why not gitu. Ketahuan nih, ini ada ini. Ada orang. Menurut gue ini map terlalu luas ya. Nggak luas sih. Damn, beautiful. Gua kemana nih BTW? Oh bener. Udah drop sini.
Yeah.
Kepala gue pusing, kepala gue pusing, kepala gue pusing, kepala gue pusing. Oke, ini kekuatan. Let's the best.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, how do we act first? Okay.
Yeah.
Jelek banget pusat.
God grant. May the Lord watch you.
Oh ini Cok.
I am at your service, sir. No.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough looking too. Big bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Catzick Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Farewell.
Come right up. It's a feast for
Shake.
your eye.
Pasti kamu nih. Kamu siapa? Grave digger.
God be with you.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackery.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church. As brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No. I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me. Farewell.
Jauh juga.
Yeah.
Somebody help me!
Yeah.
Cunt!
Kok lu nembak gua? Why? Gua bantuin lu.
You're finished.
You showed him. Thank you. A thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Oh, mini ini ya.
Yeah.
Kayak mini event gitu. Gotta go fast, boy.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip, and they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I have no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying. Usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep. But I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their...
And how are you doing? You're the...
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. Tell me more about the situation here. All right. What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God. There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then. God bless.
You can't. I just can't.
Are you holding him firmly?
Hi.
Lu ngapain ini, Cok? Ada ah gak jelas pak.
Done.
God be with you.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
Sebentar, Gan.
He just needs to sleep. He just needs to sleep.
Where? What's happening?
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is my name.
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh?
May the Lord watch over you.
Hey,
What the?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you. Can I do anything to help?
Clear off before I have you thrown out.
What are you doing here?
Oke.
Hey,
Father Fabian.
Ya.
Aleburak. Kita nunggu evening, Cok. Evening sekarang. Oh, belum.
Now stay firm all winter. Fight
Yeah.
for someone else.
Apa nih?
I hope I can be of some humble...
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, sure enough. But that...
People say that you get help from a lucky chart.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I could use a paw like that myself.
Then go to the knacker. I'm sure he'll get you one.
Hand over that cat paw,
Or what?
or I'm gonna start breaking some limbs, and they won't belong to a cat.
Jesus, you're insane. Take it for God's sake. Just don't hurt me.
Good lad.
Take care now.
Wow.
Ya.
Mandi dulu guys, mandi gratis. Mana? Oh salah. Klik.
Ya.
Baca. Ya guys. Bagus juga. Bu, mau mandi bu.
God save.
I'd like to.
So what are you interested?
Bacot.
I've
I'm sure you'll be. God bless.
Gratis boy. Aduh babi bubi sorry guys, explicit. Tapi Maya dapat alpha male. Mantap bos. Putih bersih seperti tanpa kaca. Nah, evening tuh kapan sih? Gue bingung sendiri. Where is evening? Kapan itu evening? Evening is kapan? Can we just wait? Gue gak ada buku. Di buku kali ya? Jual buku kali
Ya.
Buku. Gue ketelepon kayaknya. Bagus telepon. Buku ada gak sih jual buku? Literatur gitu bos, literatur. Sasau. Subscribe. Trader. We're going in, boy.
Yeah.
Wee. Oop.
I hope I...
Bacot. Telepon live ini lumayan. Hegel.
Let's talk.
Bacot.
Since it's
Well,
aye, that would.
Let's go.
Here, just as you ordered.
Jangan kelamaan. Kayak lo study. Tiba-tiba ranking gue udah gede aja, aneh banget ya. Ranking king. Udah 7 anjing. Top shell.
What are you up to here?
Oh belum, masih belum. Dung 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 dung. I have to kneel. Where can I kneel? When? 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 KKN. Lagi buta. Oh kata itu nih. Can I really join this? Oh ini ada use bawahnya.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
Well, you'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of Saint Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
And do you have any other tests?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do it.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling...
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine-looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he's suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's
More or less.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? Goodbye.
Apa dia kasih kunci? Orang dah mati. You're trespassing. Brother Antonius. Gak usah di.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Itu nggak kelihatan, gue bingung aja kemana.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't know. Boy.
Yeah.
Jam berapa sih? Oh, udah jam 22.
My respects to you. Good luck to you.
Jesus. Humans spill more than you drink.
Tanker developed with me.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck to you.
No.
Are you volunteer?
Calm down.
Then get lost.
You think? Well, watch this. Wench,
One beer.
pour us a pitcher and be quick about.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
You wouldn't be Carl, but
No.
Farewell.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
are you Carl by any chance?
I am? Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Coming.
Could we speak in private? I have some, issues with the monastery.
Really? Well, I'd love to talk about it, but we won't have privacy as long as Manfred here has his head permanently stuck up my arse.
Get rid of him for...
May the Lord watch over you.
Huh.
What?
You see that old man sitting at the table with the young lord? He said something about your mother. I think whore was the word he used.
What? He's not getting away with that.
No one will ever see me again.
The monastery is where you...
Oi, old man. What did you say about my mother?
Pardon me?
I said, what did you say about my dear old ma?
If she's as repulsive as you, I have no reason to speak of her at all. Now leave me alone before I put you in your place.
Put me in my place?
One beer.
I'd like to see you try. I'm gonna smash your face in, old man.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
There. Satisfied?
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every...
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money? And even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key.
Why don't you just run away?
Fair asked. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has...
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only stick...
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work.
But there are poor people everywhere.
If I have to choose between hunger and...
That's all then.
God be with you.
A tankard of ale.
I'd like a beer.
Kurwa.
I'm over here.
Had enough.
Hey.
Over here. Here.
Lama banget nih orang. Wah. Minggu malam gak sih? Lagi itu
God be with
As
you.
you ordered.
ada book gak? Aduh ada book nyari book. Reading gue level 6. Kalau mau kartografer level 14. Buset. Gimana dia kasih males gua. Kita nyelesain misi yang lain dulu kali ya sambil nunggu.
That's right.
You're gonna try now? Not look at the teeth, have you? Who's there?
Mati.
Well, Master Painter.
Yes, unfortunately. And my offer still stands.
Why not?
Yeah.
Mandrake roots taken straight from the gallows at midnight.
Yeah.
God be with you.
About those up.
Garlic, onions,
I'm listening.
mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Lean, fatty, marbled, meats of all kinds.
I'll get look.
Excellent.
I went to look for those items.
Splendid. Splendid.
One cat paw for luck.
Marvelous. Let's just hope it brings us luck as well.
That.
Carrots that'll make you and your family
Farewell.
happy. Onions that'll make you cry. And garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I know this is your favorite.
It is indeed. Thank you.
Snap.
I've got some.
All right.
Good health.
About better.
I'm glad to. A nice little wager. Well, break a leg.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tidak. Babi.
I'm honored.
Are you? I've heard.
Yes.
My. Could we
Get God be with you.
What?
You see?
Oi, old man! What did you say about my mother?
Pardon me?
I said, what did you say about my dear old ma?
If she's as repulsive as you, I have no reason
I'll
to
be
speak
right
of
back
her
with
at
that.
all. Now leave me alone before I put you in your place.
Put me in my place? I'd like to see you try. I'm gonna smash your face in, old man.
What?
Got it for you right here.
What? What? Why? But so.
Let me have some grub. Whatever's quick.
Farewell.
A meal to go with the ale, please.
Pencet kan.
Back trouble?
Wah, 25 25 kaget gua. I'm gonna steal this then. Thank you.
How wide?
About
a nice. God be with you.
God be with you, lad.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 3.
Of course.
I'll write your name, and I need to know.
Longsword. I reckon it's what I'm best at.
Good. Take care.
The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kubla, who will measure his skills against Alder Fryer, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townburg's garrison. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Bugger!
Non c'è.
Henry of Skallets. Change weapons for the second bout. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Boa, viejo! Take that!
In this round, and shall proceed to the next round. Meeting face to face in this round will be Stephen of Deliverance, spearman in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skallets from the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. ranged weapons for the second bout. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords. In this round, and shall proceed to the next round. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla, who will measure his skills against Bowman Richard from the garrison of Sir Divish of Tamburg. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Goddamn!
Did that hurt?
And the winner of the first bout is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Bugger!
And ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Komila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
You put on a hell of a show, Henry. Here's your hard-earned reward.
Thank you, Sir Hanush.
Good luck, then.
How are you?
I've come for my winnings.
All right. Here's your winnings. Damn it. There'll be another tourney in a week or so. Are you going to give me a chance to win my groschen back?
We'll see. Thanks.
Take care.
Awas.
Ow! Watch where you're going, you lout! You nearly killed me! Oh.
Clear off or you'll be sorry. Are you looking for me? What the hell are you fooling about here? Hang on.
Hey, who's there?
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you want his tourney.
So, this investigation into the Neuhoff massacre, it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhoff.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhoff too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities. Take care. Someone there.
Okay.
Hey, twat face.
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment.
Leave it be.
I won't.
But don't.
Wait,
Well, he can't.
but couldn't there be...
There isn't.
All right. How do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Drown him?
It was the first or the second day. But we had a disagreement and I told him off. And then...
But how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
And what do you want to do about it?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat...
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him.
I still want... I spoke with him briefly and he doesn't seem so horrible.
Then you ought to try working with him. He's a sneaky bastard. And arrogant. You should see how he puffs himself up when he's off to play dice with Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence? Another mill hand?
Aye, but at the neighbouring mill. They call him...
What about the others at the mill?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out.
Do you think he's
You know what, mate?
God be with you.
Greetings, Henry.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the arse. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it.
Ooh. I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand, and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you? Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his.
So he's...
Aye.
And what do you want to...
Actually, I'd like to stay here. At least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could...
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously.
Fine.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him there.
I'll keep that in mind.
God be with you.
There, satisfied?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe. But they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill. And I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly starts to grow, they'd have to run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But...
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Take care now.
Hey, Henry.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Oh, never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help. Good luck then.
What's that? Is there something you need? Who's there?
What are you staring at? The baths are for paying guests, not idlers with nothing. What are you gaping at? Have you paid?
What?
No?
Sure.
Yeah. 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 Refresh ini dulu ya, gengs. Kita nginep di Sasau dulu. Sasau.
What's going on there?
What have we got here? Entertainment?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Tired of life?
Come on. Yeah. Hey, who's there? Yeah. Well, look what's crawling out from under some
I'll
rocks.
slaughter you.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Who's there? What's that? Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What's... Yeah.
Disease, have you?
Yeah.
Give me your coin.
All right.
Hey.
What are you doing, you murderer?
I didn't kill anyone. The corpse was already lying there when I got here.
I saw you looting the corpse.
I was looking for signs of life. To see if I could help.
Uh-huh. And could you?
Unfortunately not anymore.
Alright. I suppose you're not the guilty one after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. We'll just have to report it to someone. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hurry up. Good luck then. May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to make you...
So what are you interested in? I'm sure you'll be... Good luck.
Yeah, boys. Cleaning man. Dying. Good.
Yeah.
Dah. Ya. Dadah guys.